Christian, President of BC, and I'm so incredibly excited and proud to be here today at 11 a.m. to officially open our Simonson Performing Arts Center. We at BC always love having Mayor Hall with us. He's one of our biggest supporters, so let's give it up for Mayor Hall. This is really a chamber event, so my responsibilities are twofold. I get to introduce the BC gang, and then I get to tell you about our building. So in terms of the BC gang, let me start by introducing the woman in red, our Chancellor, Sandra Serrano. But today I would like to introduce her as one of the presidents of Bakersfield College. And with her is our Vice Chancellor, Tom Burke. And let me introduce my executive team and the vice presidents at Bakersfield College. Vice President Anthony Culpepper. Our executive vice president, the beautiful Nan Gomez-Heitzberg. And I'm going to pause here for a moment because Nan was a faculty in the arts, and the heart behind the Simonson Performing Arts Center is truly Nan. She was so particular about color. When it comes to color, we have to get Nan's sign off for it. So she is the one. And our Vice President of Student Affairs, Zab Databoy. And with that, all BC folks, please raise your hands. I'm going to introduce you as a group. This is the BC gang, our executive director of our foundation, our director of facilities. That's our BC folks. And even though Romeo Agbalarg is going to be introduced in a different capacity, I do want to recognize him as one of the board members of our BC KCCD Board of Trustees. So with that, I'm going to move to my second round of responsibilities. But rather than me introducing the building, I thought I should have the person who really designed it for the remodel. And that is Brad Henderson, who did the $18.5 million Spark.
Well, thanks for coming out today. I'm going to give you a little bit of a story and background on how we got here. We began this journey almost 8 years ago with a typical modernization project, conforming what is almost 60 years old building into an updated facility. But soon after our tour of the facilities and our survey of the existing qualities in the building, it appeared evident to us that we could do much more than just a facelift. So with the influence of the district, their desire was to make this a showplace for Bakersfield. We embarked on a new mission and transformed the academic functions into this grand venue that we see today for both the campus and for the community. It was evident that we needed to understand the importance of the college and its significance to the community and to the students. So our approach was threefold. First was dealing with the orientation of the facility in relationship to the campus, to the student quad, for the day-to-day activities. And then it's to the public way for those more formal after-hour amusements. Next was the incorporation of the physical improvements within the building, the house, the learning center, to be more accommodating for beyond traditional instruction and the assembly type auditorium that we had here before. Then it was the enhancement of the outdoor amphitheater and stage area to accommodate more useful daytime activities. We accomplished these goals expanding the limits of the vision of what it might be, to envisioning what people might feel as they transition between the building and from the outside to the inside of the building. The promenades that you see here and the quad gathering area is a result of morphing the boundaries of the building and basically taking into account the extension of the arts to the outdoors to allow activities before and after performances, possibly to have displays of artwork outdoors, banners, and we also envisioned integrating the Renegade Room as part of the process for possible coffee and desserts. The theater and the black box are designed to accommodate multiple types of performances: the music, the dance, and the dramatic arts. Some formal, some less formal. We changed the seating in the house to provide more opportunity of patrons to see the stage and the performers, and expanded the practice room to accommodate small performances. It's what we call the black box. The amphitheater was molded to become an optimum use. We used 3D computer modeling to look at the sun angles and shade structures so that we could place the shade structures in a position where there would be more visual comfort for the choice seating areas in the amphitheater. Among the improvements of the traditional air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and mechanical systems, we brought also the state-of-the-art electronics for the sound system and lighting for the house theater. These are important accommodations for the college as it seeks to offer this facility to guest performers. What you see here today is what we call timeless architecture. It's borrowing from the existing architecture around campus by creating a new form out of an old vernacular, but not allowing it to compete with the other buildings. Here we basically emulated the inviting approach of the administration building and the student union building entrances, and created this particular grand entrance to allow people to enjoy the lobby space and filter into the outdoor space here, as you see. All in all, funding of this type of education facility doesn't come around very often, every 30 to 50 years. Our opportunity to participate in this venture was most rewarding, as we too were educated here some 40 years ago, before we moved to university instruction. It's our legacy to the college and this community. Thank you.
In conclusion, I just wanted to recognize three more people. John Rogers actually got his red tie out for this event. Thank you very much. Mary Jo Pasek, thank you for making this happen. Hillary Haynes and the fabulous Jennifer Martin. So in closing, this is a building that really represents the heart of Bakersfield College because it represents the arts. And our director of our choir, Jennifer Garrett, read this out to the trustees when they were here a few weeks ago. And this is a quote from Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. "The arts are not a frill. The arts are a response to our individuality and our nature, and help to shape our identity. What is there that can transcend deep difference and stubborn divisions? The arts. They have a wonderful universality. Art has the potential to unify. It can speak in many languages without a translator. The arts do not discriminate. The arts can lift us up. The Simonson Performing Arts Center at Bakersfield College will lift us up." Thank you. So with that, I would like to introduce the CEO and leader of the Greater Bakersfield Chamber, Nick Ortiz.
Thank you, Dr. Christian. We really appreciate the opportunity to be a part of opening this great building, and I'm very blessed to be here. For those of you who don't know, this is only my second week on the job, and this is my first actual ribbon cutting as CEO, so very auspicious one. And it's great to have a chamber member like Bakersfield College and the Kern Community College District very engaged in our organization through multiple volunteers and multiple efforts. It's great that a chamber member helped design the building, and it's a Chamber of Commerce weather day, so it's like a briefer right here. But I just want to say that this is one of the things that we try to do to show that business and organizations in Kern County are definitely expanding, and that our economy and our educational institutions are thriving. We could not pull off these ribbon cuttings without the help of some very special people, including Joy Davis, our membership director at the Chamber, Hillary Haynes, our project manager at the Chamber, and our wonderful ambassadors. Our ambassadors committee, I think, is one of the hardest working committees, if not the hardest working committee at the Chamber. The folks at GRC may disagree with that, but I think that you guys are the hardest working committee at the Chamber. And so today we're joined by Pat Frazee with the Bakersfield Jazz Workshop, Jacob Henry with Stack Technologies, Paul Alcala with Act One Personnel, Lisa Watson with Lightwave Education, Marcella Ives with ACS, Aaron Markovitz with Kern Assistive Technology Center, Kelly Clanton with Sharpentier Wealth, Angie Paquette with BC, and Alicia McKinney with the Condors. So again, this is just a wonderful opportunity for the Chamber to partner with Bakersfield College in opening this wonderful facility. And we were joined by Alex Dominguez, representing Congressman Valadeo, but he actually is a student here and had to run to class. He was doing double duty today because he is the president of the Student Government Association here, which is awesome. And then we also have Romeo Agbalog from Senator Fuller's office, and Romeo's doing double duty as well because he is a member of the KCCD Board of Trustees. So, you want to say a few words, Romeo?
Thank you, Nick. At this point, I'd like to invite Dr. Christian to come up to the podium and join me. Friends, I'm honored to be here on behalf of Senator Fuller this morning for the reopening and dedication of the Simonson Hall. I want to congratulate all the partners who came together to make this project come to fruition, and thank all of you for your hard work. I know that the students here at Bakersfield College will benefit tremendously for many years to come because of your hard work, and what a wonderful addition to our community. And it's for these reasons Senator Fuller would like for me to present to you the certificate of recognition commemorating this day, dated today and signed by Senator Fuller. Congratulations.
And then the real duty, the final duty here, is to represent or to introduce the man who makes business in Bakersfield, his mission. Somebody who is a tireless advocate, not only for our city, not only for the Chamber, but for all the institutions that make Bakersfield, Bakersfield, one of those being Bakersfield College. And so it is my honor to introduce Mayor Harvey Hall.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I can remember the last time I was inside the auditorium and I had to worry about sitting in the seats and getting a spring in my bottom because the chairs had worn out so greatly, and there were chairs that were removed, and I'm really happy that these enhancements have been made. And when you think about the value of Bakersfield College in our community and the number of occasions now that the students and the public will be able to use this new facility, it's just going to be enormous for enhancing the credibility of Bakersfield College in our community. And I can't close without saying this is another successful SC Anderson project, and Steve and Leanne are here today, and I've done many of these type openings for the Anderson firm, and
And each time, they've done such a marvelous job for their clients and their customers. And so Bakersfield College is very fortunate to have chosen the Andersons to be able to complete this project. This morning, I'd like to offer the following certificate of appreciation. It's presented to the Simonson Performing Arts Center at Bakersfield College in recognition of the grand opening and ribbon-cutting ceremonies of the newly remodeled theaters, offices, classrooms, music studio, lobby, and amphitheater, which enhances the facility for students and staff along with the community. And it's dated this 22nd day of April 2015 and signed Harvey L. Hall, Mayor, City of Bakersfield. Thank you very much.